Hello, guys. Good evening. This is your PYDC, Mr. Tembo, here in Southern Province. Um, I just wanted to have a very quick and very brief mentorship session with you guys following the submission of your attendance trackers. I observed certain gaps in your skills. In particular, most of you showed gaps in your digital etiquette skills, especially to do with how you are handling your files. So now I've just come up with a very quick just mentorship session where it is also my job to mentor you guys on some of the best practices you can adopt, some of the skills that you need to develop, and some of the things you need to do in order for you guys to end up becoming very good professionals. So um, right here, I'm just going to show you just very briefly about digital etiquette. So when we're talking about digital etiquette, we're talking about, how, the standards which you have to observe when you're handling digital files, okay? Because in your life as professionals, you are knowledge workers, and being knowledge workers means that in your day-to-day work, you're going to be dealing with files, you're going to be handling digital material. And so it's very, very important that you guys develop your skills in that area. I think the starting point for you to develop better digital, literacy and digital etiquette is to understand file formats. So when we say file formats, we mean that the different types of files that you'll be dealing with, the different types of digital files. Okay, so of course I'm going to limit myself to the files that are most common, and I'm going to zero in on the file format that we need to use when we're handling documents. So just real quickly, you need to know the most important file format when you're dealing with pictures. For example, you use JPEG. So you should check even on your phone whenever you take a picture, it's always saved as a JPEG. JPEG is a file format for pictures, and it's mostly important for pictures which involve people, like people based pictures. You have to save them as JPEGs. So another file format that's important, that is very common, is the PNG. So the PNG file format is used when you're dealing with vector graphics. So if you want to save vector graphics, you use the PNG format. And lastly, if you are going to save documents, you need to use a PDF. Okay, so if you're going to send documents, whether it's a CV that you're sending for a job, for an employment, whether you are sending documents to us, please ensure that you use a PDF format. Okay, so please learn this. This is very, very important. So I'm just going to very quickly show you some examples of some of the trackers that we received that I would grade as very poor. These trackers, they reflect poorly on you because they show that you're not taking what you're doing very seriously, and they reflect on the level of your digital skills. So they show that you really don't know how to handle digital files. So please pay attention. As you can see, this one just took a picture of a tracker on a table. So when we are receiving files from you, we don't want to see the table. We just want a file. So what this is not what you send is not a document. What you send is a picture of a document on a table. It's very different. Okay. So similar to this one that we're seeing here, also they did the same thing. And this person did the same thing, and these things are wrong. So this one is wrong, this one is wrong, and this one is also wrong. Now, why is it wrong? It is very wrong because one, when you take a picture like this, there's no clarity. But two, think also about, if we want to print this, what are we going to do? The other disadvantage of using pictures is that, pictures, pixels can pixelate, meaning the clarity can be compromised. So do not send documents in picture format. Always send them in PDF. So this one did a good job. As you can see, this is very good. It looks good. Naichonga yachongedwe ilichongedwe. This is good. So the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is when you're sending your files, please ensure that your file is named. You put your name in the file like this, like the way our friend here did it. Let's look at our friend. His name, the first file on the left is Hajaya Gaumba Clement. He named his file Hajaya Kalumba Clement. So when this file arrives, we can already see who the sender is. But look at our friend here on the right. It just says Adobe Scan 30th October 2023. Now, if 50 people are using Adobe Scan on that same day, imagine the confusion that's going to be created. So please name your files. Now, I received questions from some of you saying, no, but sir, how do we scan the document? How do we scan? Now, if you want to scan your document, you can use different apps on your phone to, there are so many apps that you can use for scanning your documents. These apps are on your phone. You can just scan. You can use most people, they use Cam Scanner. I think it's very, very, very popular. You can use Adobe Scan, it's popular, and you can use many other apps to scan. So please, guys, let's adopt these standards. When you are doing your work, you always have to observe certain standards. Okay, great, guys. So I hope you've learned one or two things here from this session, and I hope that next